This is a small video on how you record videos with Echo360 and get them into Canvas, into your course. If you want to use any other recording solution, that's equally fine. So for example, I'm recording this video using a QuickTime player on Mac. It's just that at Reykjavik University we have a subscription for Echo, and that makes things a whole lot easier. So first of all, if you have not installed Echo yet, you can go through to Echo360.com, and you can there log in with your university account. So you can go to login, and then you enter your Reykjavik Uni email address, and you are redirected to our login, and then you end up seeing your overview of all the courses or all the terms and everything else. If you don't have the account, the tool yet, you can go to the wheel up here and go to downloads, and then you can download this universal capture for Mac or for Windows. So that's required to use it to record. I have already installed it here, so I can just go to Echo360 capture, and then it starts loading. If you are not logged in here, then it will first ask you to go to that website and log in. So that all works automatically. Now I'm logged in, so you see my username up here. And this is what you'll see. And you have a number of choices here. First of all, you can choose what the input is, what you are recording. So I can decide to record myself again instead of the video. I can choose the display. If you have an external screen connected, then you can also choose another display here. You can also have two inputs, so I could have my screen and at the same time record myself, if you want that. In the middle is the mic, so you see that there is something happening. If you have an external microphone, you can choose that here as well. And then the last option you have is to click on the little pen up here to change the details. These are the details of the video you're going to record. So if you don't choose anything, the video will just be called untitled, but I can just, for example, give this a name. You can add a description and tags. I never do. And then the final important thing is this one here. Where should it be published? In this drop-down menu, you find all the courses that you are a teacher in. So these happen to be my 4 courses. And if you choose any of them and you save this and you record, then as soon as you're done, the video will automatically end up in that course. So for example, if we go back, or let's go to Canvas instead. If I go into any of my courses, for example, the web course is running right now. If I go to Echo360 here, this is where my video would show up. So if I choose that here, then it ends up directly in that library and students are able to see that. If you don't want to do that, you can publish it in your library. That's what I usually do, because from there you can just push it into your courses. But in case something goes wrong, you can just keep it there, delete it, do whatever you want. So that's the standard setting, and that's what I am using. Okay, you can press save, and that's really it. So now I can start recording. We'll see whether this works in parallel with me recording in another tool. And it counts down, and then the window disappears, and now Echo360 shows you up here that it's recording. I would recommend to learn the shortcuts to pause and finish the video, because it can be that you are in a room, you're recording, and then someone suddenly comes in, and then you might just want to know how to quickly pause the capture. So that's a good thing to know. And then when you're ready, you can just continue again. So that's an important thing maybe. Other than that, you just do whatever you feel like in your little video, and when you're done, you press the stop button, or you go here and say finish capture. That's what I'll do now. And then the video automatically uploads. Of course, this takes a bit, but it actually mainly goes in the background, so you don't have to wait a long time. So we'll just quickly wait for that to complete. And now capture complete. We can close this. And now we're back to our initial screen. So we could record the next video. I'll just close Echo now because we have done our recording. Now the important thing is, where do you find this? As I said, if you have selected a course, you'll just find it in the course. There's no problem there. If you have published it to your library, then this is a bit tricky. What you do is, if you're in Canvas, you're in any of your courses, you are in Echo, so it looks somehow like this. You click on the Echo item icon up here. And then you get to this front page. That's exactly the same page that you saw here if you directly go to their website, so you can do both of them. But if you're in Canvas and you click on the Echo item, you end up in this view. And here you have the different terms. So here are the different courses in there. It's basically categories. But you also have this My Content, and that's your library. So in My Content, you have all the videos that you have ever recorded. So I have 153 of them. And then you have to find the newest one. So you can go to date created and just sort. And here you find our video Echo360 intro. You can change all the information. So if you go into the details here, you can do edit. So you can change the name, you can change the description, the tags, no problem. The other thing you see right now is that it's processing. That means the video is not yet ready. And while the video is processing, you cannot share it into a course, into a class. That does not work. So you have to wait until it's ready. You'll actually get an email to your university email when the processing is done. It says like video ready or something like that. But in this view, you can already check whether the video is working, whether there's any sound. I will not check the sound now so that it doesn't get strange in the recording. But all these things you can check here. There is also some possibility to edit the media, so you can cut off pieces of the video. I don't use this a lot usually. And you can download if you want to do anything else. Okay, but let's say this video is good and we just want to share it. What you can do then, now it's done processing. You see that it does not say processing anymore. When it's done with that, you can go to the 3 dots here and say share and go to class. If class is not here, it usually means that the video is still processing, so it's not an option. But if you can go here, and now you can, now this always takes a bit, but you can go to course, you select your course. For example, I want to publish it in my software engineering course in the 2019 term, in the section, so that's some kind of setting for Echo. There should only be one, so it should be fairly easy. And then you go to new class. That means it shows up as a new video. And then you give it a name. So you actually have to, this is something that is a bit annoying, but you cannot copy the name from here. You have to write a new name in here. So I do, for example, Echo360 intro. Then you can actually, if you want to, you can decide when the start date is. So when is the video available, for what time, and so on. So that date then shows up in Echo. You can make sure that the video is only posted at a later date. You can make the video disappear again. If you don't care, if you just want that the students can see the video right now for the entire course, you just don't do anything here. You just do share. And now if I go into the right course, if I go into Echo, then at the end of the list, I should get my video. So here it is. And the students can click on it, they can watch it. That's basically it. One last thing, maybe you have the plus here in Echo. You can actually add a presentation. So I can upload slides here. Let's assume, doesn't matter, I'll just take any random paper I have lying around here. You can add whatever you want in certain formats. And again, this is something that needs processing for a bit. But once that is done, the students can not only watch the videos, but at the same time here on the right side, they can look at the slides and they can download the slides. So that's sort of, if you want to have your slide set for the lecture up, you can directly connect it to Echo360 and it gets paired with your video. Okay, now it is actually here, so we can take a look. Yeah, as you see, this looks a bit stupid because it's basically it's a paper, but you can upload a number of different formats there, and basically students can look at the slides in their own pace while the video is running. Okay, that's all I'll discuss here. I'll remove my video again from the course. That's of course also something you can do. The video is only removed from the course. It's still in your library. So if I remove this here, and if I now go back to Echo360, my content, it is still here. My paper is also here. If you delete it from your content, from your library, then it's gone. So be careful with that. And this goes for classes as well. So if this video is in any of my classes and I delete it from here, it's gone. Okay, that's a short introduction. I'll stop here and you can play around with it.